Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. I am super excited for today's video because it's going to be a tutorial on this look right here. It honestly just looks like I took mistletoe and put it all over my eyes. It's such a fun pop of color without being too crazy. I feel like for the holiday season, definitely going to be my go-to. I've already worn it like a solid 20 times, but it's completely fine. I just love it so much, and this is only the beginning of my holiday tutorials. I have so many ideas in mind. I just love Christmas time, and I just feel so inspired. I feel like the looks are just so fun to recreate. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop chit-chatting and jump right into the tutorial. Alright, so to begin this look, we'll be going in with the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer, and I'm running solo on this. I absolutely love this stuff. It just really helps keep your makeup on all day, and it just goes on so much smoother. But the reason I really like it is it really helps fill in all of your fine lines. And it just completely fills them in all the way. And this stuff is just awesome. And again, it's super cheap from the drugstore. Alright, then for foundation, we'll be going in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. I absolutely love this stuff. It has a little bit more of a medium coverage if you don't put too much on. But you could totally build this up to full coverage. And I've been using this for the past few months. And I really can't find myself to use another foundation. I'm just kind of hooked on this. And just go ahead and apply that all over your face and use as much as you need for whatever coverage you want. And then using a damp beauty blender, this is the one by Real Techniques, just go ahead and blot that all out. Alright, then we're going to go in with concealer, and for concealer I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. And you guys have all seen this. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's just the basic one from the drugstore with a little sponge on the top. And I really don't have bad dark under eye circles, at least I don't think I do. I just like to brighten my face and just give it a little bit of dimension with the concealer. So just go ahead and apply that. I like to apply it super heavy underneath my eyes to really highlight those. And then the middle of the chin, center of the nose, and center of the forehead. And again, like you would any other day, just go ahead and take that beauty blender and blot it back and forth to make sure it doesn't get any creases. Then next we're going to be going in with the Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I absolutely love this palette so much. Super inexpensive from like almost any other drugstore. Usually it's Walgreens that has these in stock. And you want to make sure you get the one with the more of the yellow powder. This stuff is awesome. It brightens underneath your eyes so much. So you're going to go in with a damp beauty blender and you're just going to apply this and apply it everywhere you put the concealer. This really just helps brighten underneath your eyes and everywhere you put the concealer, and it stops it from creasing like awesomely. Like your makeup will not crease all day, and really just gives your skin a flawless finish. And I think this stuff was literally $5. Like you can't beat that. And then once you're done with your brightening powder, you're just going to go in with whatever powder you like to use. I will be using the Rimmel London Stay Matte. This is also super inexpensive from the drugstore. I used to use this in high school all the time and I absolutely loved it. I ran out of like my other powders, so I decided to go run and pick up a quickie real fast. And this is what I chose, and you're just going to go ahead and I'm using the Rose Gold powder brush from the Morphe set. And just go ahead and apply that everywhere you didn't put the brightening powder. And then we're going to go in and begin to contour our face. I'll be using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, however you say that. I probably completely butchered it. I'm going to go in that and just go ahead and contour the face. I absolutely love this stuff, and we're just going to go in just a little bit because a little goes a super long way with this. Alright, then we're going to be going in with blush. I will be using the Tarte blush in the shade Partey, and I absolutely love this blush. It's a super, like, natural, it's a super natural, just blends in with your bronzer so nicely, and I thought I'd just go with more of, like, a neutral blush today just because we are going to be going in with a pretty bold eye. We really want that to be the focus of the look, so we're just going to keep this just nice and simple. Alright, and now we're going to go in and fill in our brows, and I do my brows a little bit different just because I ran out of my Anastasia brow definer, which is my all-time like favorite brow pencil. So I'm actually just using an eyeshadow palette. I'm using the 350 by Morphe to fill in my eyebrows. It's no different than honestly going in like a dip brow or something, so it just works for the moment until I go ahead and pick up another one. So what I do is I go ahead into this bad boy and I use the shade right here because this one's too dark, but this one's a little bit too light. But I'd rather have the eyebrows a little bit too light than a little bit too dark. So we're just gonna go ahead in with a super angled and thin, probably an eyeliner brush, honestly. I don't even know what brush this is. And you're just gonna go ahead and just fill them in how you normally do. And then just go ahead and use whatever brow gel you want to use. I'm using my all-time favorite brow gel. I will not use another one besides that. You guys already know. It's the Ready Set Brow by Benefit. And just go ahead and lock the brows in for the day. Alright, now we're going to be going in and doing the fun part of this look. We're going to be going ahead and doing our eyes. And for this look, I will be using tape just because I'm going for a super clean cut wing and edge on the eyes. So I'm just going to go ahead and peel off some tape and apply it to however you want your eyeliner angled. And just be careful when you put the tape on that you put on evenly and smoothly and none of your skin gets crinkled underneath the tape, or else you're going to have like a really wonky wing, and we don't want that. But if that does happen, it's no biggie. You just kind of have to freehand it afterwards. And once you have your tape all ready to go, we're going to be going in with the most amazing palette that ever came out this year. It is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm sure you guys have seen this all over YouTube because it is all the hype right now, and it has been for the past few months. So I'm just going to go ahead and open it up, and I know it is completely filthy because she definitely gets her use. Then we're going to be going in with a super fluffy blending brush. I'm just going to go in with the third shade on the top row. And so I had to put that on there. Make sure you tap it out because this stuff is super pigmented. And we're just going to go ahead and apply that all over the crease. And we're going to bring it up pretty high because this is going to be our transition shade. And I just like to put all over. It really does just help the rest of the shadows just glide on and blend out so much better. Alright, and then next we'll be going in with this orange shade on the second row, third to last. And you just want a little bit of this because we really don't want too much orange in this look. This is just going to help the red just pop a little bit better than the transition shade will. I'm just going to go ahead and keep this pretty low. You don't want to bring this as high as the other color. But we definitely want to buff it out quite a bit because, like I said, we really don't want any orange tones in here. And you're honestly just going to keep blending it out until it doesn't really even look orange anymore. Alright, then we're going to go in directly below the orange shade and we're going to go in this beautiful dark burgundy red. And we're just going to put this everywhere that we had the orange color. Alright, now we're going to be going in with another palette. We're going to be going in with the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And we're going to be going in with another blending brush. This one's a little bit smaller and is also a blending brush from the Rose Gold Morphe set. I'm just going to be going in with this brighter red right down here. It's called Venetian Red. Once again, these are super pigmented too. And we're just going to apply this pretty low in the crease. We're not trying to blend these super high. This is just going to add another pop of color into the eye, just give a little more dimension. And just really pull the whole look together. So we want to keep these super, super low. And then I want to go in with the darker red right next to it. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it super low too, but just right next to it, just blend it right into the other one. Alright, and once we're done with that palette, we're going to be going back in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and we're going to do the super fun part of this look, which is the major pop of color that kind of pulls everything right together. We're going to be going in with the third shade on the bottom, and it's this gorgeous greenish blue. It's more green on the lid, I feel like, than it is in the palette. And we're just going to go in with whatever eyeshadow brush you want to use. I'm using a rose gold one from the Morphe set, clearly. And you're going to go ahead and take your Fix Plus, setting spray, finishing spray, primer spray, whatever spray you want. And just go ahead and wet the brush. The shadow is totally pigmented by itself, but I just like to give it an extra pop of color. And we're just going to go ahead and coat brush in this and go ahead and apply it to the lid. When you apply this, we aren't blending the shade at all. We want to keep it not exactly a cut crease. You just want a real clean line and just to follow your whole eyelid with it. Because we really want the eyelid just to be super dramatic, basically. Alright, then once you're done applying the green shade to your eyelids, we're going to go back to the Modern Renaissance palette. It's going to kind of hop back and forth here. And we're not going to be blending out these two shades. We are going to take that smaller blending brush and just go ahead and put whatever red color you want. I think I'm going to do the brighter red. And just go ahead and just kind of clean up that line, because when you do apply the green, it does kind of just make it a little bit sloppy looking. So you just want it to go ahead and sharpen that on up. Alright, and once we're done with that, we're going to go back to the Jaclyn Hill palette. And we're just going to go ahead and highlight our inner corner and our brow bone. We're going to go in with the super small pointed brush from the Rose Gold Morphe set. And we're going to go ahead and take the first color right here and apply that on the inner corner to really open it and brighten the inner eye. And then we're also going to take a angled brush right here. Shocker, it's from the Rose Gold Morphe set. I love these brushes so much. You're just going to go ahead and use that same color we used to highlight the inner corner and just apply that to the brow bone. Alright, now we're going ahead and doing our wings, and for the wings and eyeliner, I will be using the Urban Decay Razor Sharp Liquid Eyeliner. And I love this stuff. I completely replaced my Kat Von D ink liner. You know that was my ride or die for probably a good 3 years. And this stuff, it's a little hard to get used to at first. Once you get the hang of it down, how to use the wand, it's super easy, and it's such a black eyeliner. It's so pigmented. I'm just going to go ahead and make sure you could do the wing a little bit less dramatic, super dramatic, or whatever kind of happens. Just go ahead and play around with it. It's super fun, and just going to go ahead and do that. Alright, and once you're done with your eyeliner, we're going to go ahead and get rid of these tape lines underneath our eyes. They're not super bad, but what I do is you have to use a damp beauty blender. It does not work if you use a matte beauty blender, or a dry, not a matte. You're just going to go ahead and just kind of blend out the lines, and then we're going to go and layer with a powder and kind of cover it up. Today, it really did not come out too bad. Sometimes I have some pretty bad ones. I know most people, they like to do their eyes first and then go in and use their like foundation and everything, but every time I do that, I get the foundation like all over my eyeliner and my eyeshadow, and it just never looks right and kind of defeats the purpose of all the hard work on the eyes. So for me, this way it just works a lot easier. And then we're going to go back in with that brightening powder we used earlier from Wet n Wild, and we're just going to put a teeny little bit, not too much, on the beauty blender. I'm just going to go ahead and put that underneath the eyes just to kind of cover any white spots that the tape might have created. Alright, then I'm going to be going back in with the Jaclyn Hill palette. We're just going to go ahead and smoke out underneath our eye. And I'm going to be going back in with that super pretty dark red shade that we put all over the crease. We're just going to go ahead and apply that pretty heavy underneath the eye and smoke it out. And then we're going to be going in just to give it a little bit more of a pop of color. We're going to go with this super pretty bright purple over here. I'm just going to apply this really close to the waterline and blend it out just a little bit. So I feel like the purple just gives it another pop of color without making it too crazy. And we're going to go back in with that pointy brush we used for our creases and just take a little bit more of that first shade and just blend that a little bit more into the red and purple just so we have a little bit more of a smooth transition. And then you go ahead and pick up whatever mascara you are using. I am using right now the Maybelline, the Falsies Push Up Angel. We're just going to apply a little bit of that to our top lashes, not our bottom lashes yet, because we are going to be applying falsies. So once you have your real lashes coated, you go ahead and apply the falsies. I'm going to do that off camera just because it takes me forever to apply them like correctly. So I just don't want to embarrass myself too bad on camera. So I'll be right back once those are back on. Alright, now that we have our falsies on, and I did go ahead and just apply the mascara to my bottom lashes using the exact same mascara I was already using, we're just going to go ahead and finish off the look. I'm going to go in and highlight my face, and I'm actually using a drugstore highlighter today. It is the Maybelline Master Chrome. This stuff is such an awesome drugstore highlighter. It's literally so blinding, and it's like honestly just a perfect gold shade. So we're going to be going in and just applying that. I like a blinding highlight. If you don't like a blinding highlight, you don't have to apply that much. We're just gonna go ahead and put it right here on the top of our cheeks. And then we're just gonna go ahead and apply some lipstick. I'm gonna go in with 2 lipsticks today, actually. They're both by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'll be going in with Celebrity Skin, which is my all-time favorite nude lipstick. We're just gonna go ahead and apply this all over. And then once you have that all over, we're gonna go on with our second one, and this is in the shade Chrysanthemum, however you say it. And this one is a little bit more sheer and streaky, so what I like to do is I kind of highlight the inner center of my lips. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little right in the middle and just blend it out. You see it has a slight shimmer to it. It's really fun because it gives your lips a little bit of an ombre effect. But yeah, like a fun pop of color. I don't know, it's something cool I'm kind of into recently. It's like the ombre lips. Super fun. And once we're done with that, we're literally basically done with this look. You're just gonna go ahead and apply setting spray. And this is from Target all-time favorite setting spray. It's by the brand Pixie. And it has rose water and green tea extract in it. And this stuff just gives your skin like the most perfect, like natural glow look to it. Like if you use a matte foundation, like I usually do, this stuff just gives you such a natural glow where you don't look dry, like a dried out matte. Absolutely awesome. So just gonna go ahead and apply this all over the face. Alright, and that completes our look for today. It was super fun and super easy, and it looks like it's so difficult, but it's really not. Super quick, and I just love it. It honestly looks like I just took mistletoe and just like slapped down my eyes. Totally be wearing this Christmas Eve, on Christmas, just this whole holiday season. So if you liked it, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'll have all my social media linked for you. Just let me know if you recreate this look. I really want to see pictures or videos, and keep your eye out because I'm going to have plenty more holiday videos coming your way. I have so many ideas, and I think that is it, guys. Peace out, Girl Scouts.